Good evening. My name is Zack Brandsen. I am a current high school teacher, social studies teacher at Nikiawa Community School. Our school is located on the Umatilla Indian Reservation, just outside of Pendleton, Oregon, in Northeast Oregon. This is my third year teaching, and have absolutely fallen into the best job in the world. So I am going to be self-interviewing myself and posting this to YouTube on my dispositions and what I believe makes a successful teacher. Real quick, I'm glad I was able to do this interview in my classroom, and you'll see my long arm here trying to capture everything as I give you a tour around and kind of model the environment I've tried to build in my classroom and for my students to learn. But right off the bat, what dispositions do I possess that make me a successful teacher? I really believe strongly in cultural diversity. Obviously, that's easy to do when you teach at a Native American school that doesn't offer French, doesn't offer Spanish or German. We offer 3 different native language dialects for foreign language experiences for our students. So I'm able to bring in my own cultural experiences and experience a lot of things that other teachers might not be able to do, just by the diversity of the school that I teach in. I'm trying to give you a panoramic view of what's going on in my classroom as well as we go around. But definitely having those cultural experiences to do things like a root dig festival, to go to a first foods festival, to celebrate the cycle of life that all of us go through, has been a really eye-opening experience for me, being a teacher here, and I've really valued that experience. So definitely one of my strong suits, and that's from the experience I've had over the last 2.5 years, is that cultural diversity. Another one that I really enjoy is supporting curiosity. Really big thing for me. In my government class, we are required to do a half a year or a semester of government. I went to my school board and to my principal and suggested that we up that a little bit and ask our students to expand their horizons a little bit when it came to understanding what civics really is. And that's why I wanted to show you my horseshoe-shaped classroom with the theater seating we have set up here. And I've set my classroom up like this to really encourage debate, to encourage discussion amongst our students. So the second half of this semester, which we're coming up on here at the end of January, the government class that we are obligated to complete will be completed, and then we'll be moving on to a class that I've titled Advanced Civics. Really love teaching that class because I allow the students to pick the topics that we are going to cover, really trying to play up that supporting their curiosity. If there's something they believe strongly they want to learn about and discuss and debate with one another, I'll let them introduce topics. This class as a whole will vote on which topics we are going to end up discovering and exploring deeper. And then using the horseshoe shape, we set up debates. People will take sides, and we'll talk about what's going on in that issue and current events. I'll find a documentary or some articles that support all sides of the issue, as many sides as I can justifiably find. So I really believe in supporting that curiosity. One of the big things I need to work on is finding a way to show emotional, spiritual, and friendship support. But really, I feel like I'm too passionate sometimes, and I need to find the appropriate level. I had a young girl in my classroom today having a really hard time at home, and I struggle with knowing where that appropriate level is. I know what I can and cannot do, obviously, but it's a sophomore girl in my classroom having a hard time. She started crying. I was like, in a different world, I would stand up, give her a hug, tell her everything's going to be okay. But in 2019, in the world we live in, I'm very aware of that there is a line there, and it's not something I need to be doing with my students. So I definitely need to continue to work on finding ways to emotionally support students and still maintaining professionalism and appropriate behavior with young people. In my idea, what makes a professional educator great is mutual respect of students, modeling ambition, and pushing the boundaries of education. So I've really tried to expand what I can do with my students. These are some pennants of schools we've gone on tours with throughout the state of Oregon. I've listed my personal goals right there of completing my master's, being healthier, go on more student trips, visit every national park, and inspiring the world, and really try to push the boundaries of what education can and should mean in our world today. So definitely a lot of challenges in the world, and definitely something we all need to be considerate of, but really trying to push the boundaries of what education is and what we can do as teachers and as a profession. So that's what I think makes a great professional teacher, somebody that students can look up to, that a community can look up to. Again, mutual respect for the students and the community members. Modeling ambition, having goals yourself, telling students you want to go places, you want to do things, you want to make the world a better place. And then again, pushing the boundaries of what education has been and what it should be in the future. Once again, I'm Zack Brandsen from my classroom at Nikiawa Community School. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you have a great night. Thank you.